The Bug Out event is coming up in Pokemon Go, and it features brand new Pokemon and some pretty nice bonuses. And by the end of this video, you'll know everything the event has to offer and the best tips to help you make the most of it. So the event takes place from March 26th at 10 AM until the 30th at 8 PM local time. But what exactly does the event have to offer? Well, Sizzlipede will be making its Pokemon Go debut, and you can evolve it into Centiskorch with 50 candy. And later on, I will be going through how good this Pokemon will be in Pokemon Go, and I'll go through some extra considerations for this Pokemon you might want to take note of. And for the bonus, you'll get increased candy, increased chance for Candy XL, and 2 times XP for catching Pokemon with nice throws or better. Lure modules will be attracting Sizzlipede during the event. You'll have an increased chance to encounter Shiny Wurmple and Shiny Venipede, and if enough Pokemon are caught from a single lure module, additional Pokemon will appear around the lured Pokestop. There will also be event-themed field research tasks available that will reward Mega Energy, Scatterbug Candy, and event-themed encounters. A free timed research will be available that will reward you with 1 lure module and encounters with event-themed Pokemon, including Shedinja, Sizzlipede, Kleavor, and more. And there is also the option of purchasing a $2 ticket that will get you 1 lure module, 2 premium battle passes, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, including Heracross, Sizzlipede, Kleavor, and more. There will also be collection challenges rewarding Stardust, XP, and event-themed encounters. Pokestop showcases will be available, and there'll be new avatar items, Sizzlipede boots, and jacket available. But what Pokemon will feature for the event? Well, in the wild, we'll have Caterpie, Weedle, Wurmple, Nincada, Venipede, Dwebble, Joltik, Grubbin, Dupida, Nimble, and rarely Cutiefly. In max battles will be Max Charmander, Caterpie, Chansey, and Pidove. For the raids, in 1-star raids will be Scyther, Nincada, and the new Sizzlipede. In 3-star raids will be Beedrill, Scizor, and Kleavor. In 5-star raids will be Heatran. In mega raids will be Mega Pinsir, and Shadow Regice will be in 5-star Shadow raids. And I will be going through some raid counters for the raid bosses later on in the video, but first, which event Pokemon are most worth focusing on? Well, Caterpie, Weedle, and Wurmple don't really have much meta relevance, apart from Weedle, which I will get into in a moment. But they are all 12 candy cost evolutions, meaning there is a strategy to keep as many of these in your inventory, and then wait for a 2 times evolution XP spotlight hour, where you can then use a lucky egg and evolve as many of these Pokemon you've caught in that hour. This is a great way to gain XP because you will be getting 4,000 XP per evolution, and during the Bug Out event in particular, this strategy can be done even easier. This is because of the increased candy you get when catching Pokemon with nice throws or better, and what this bonus actually means isn't 100% apparent. So normally you get 3 candy per catch, but during this event, if you catch with a nice throw, you'll get 4 candy. Catching with a great throw will get you 5 candy, and catching with an excellent throw will get you 6 candy. This means that with a regular Pinat Berry, you'll get 12 candy, and you'll get 14 with a silver Pinat Berry. So if you can catch with an excellent throw and with a Pinat Berry or a silver Pinat Berry, 1 catch will be enough to evolve a Caterpie, Wurmple, or a Weedle, meaning that you can stock up on a lot of candy to do a lot of these evolutions. Now, out of these 3 Pokemon, Weedle does actually have some meta relevance through Mega Beedrill, which is the 5th best bug type attacker with Bug Bite and X Scissor, and it's the 3rd best poison type with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. So well worth trying to get a high IV Weedle so you can Mega Evolve it eventually. It's also one of the cheapest Pokemon to Mega Evolve as well, because it only requires 100 energy for a first time Mega Evolution. You can get this energy from raids when it comes back to raids. You might also be able to get it from field research during this event if it's in the reward pool, and you can rarely get it from spinning gyms as well. And for Wurmple, it does have a boosted shiny rate from this event, so good chance to hunt it if you're after it shiny. We also have Nincada available, and whilst not meta relevant, it is a perma boosted shiny, meaning it has a 1 in 64 chance of being shiny, which is a lot higher than the base shiny rates of 1 in 512. So if you're a shiny hunter, this is one to look out for. And Venipede doesn't have much meta relevance either, but it is a boosted shiny for the event, so if you are after the shiny, then it's a good chance to hunt it. Grubbin will be spawning in the wild, and this is a good time to be getting Charger Bug for Great League, where it is ranked 110 with 0, 13, 15 IVs. And the last evolution, Vikavolt, is actually a decent bug type at 13th best overall with Bug Bite and X Scissor, so definitely not a bad option to get if you are a newer player. Nimble is also not a bad one to pick up because its evolution low kicks does have relevance in Go Battle League. It's ranked 146 in the Great League with 0, 14, 14 IVs, and it's ranked 126 in the Ultra League with 5, 15, 15 IVs. And with Ultra League, you will want XL candy to power it up. We then have Scyther and Scizor available in raids, and Mega Scizor is the 14th best steel type with Bullet Punch and Iron Head, and it's the 3rd best bug type with Fury Cutter and X Scissor. And the brand new Sizzlipede will be available via lures and from 1-star raids, but how good will its evolution Centiskorch be in Pokemon Go? So it has a max CP of 3381, an attack of 220, defense of 158, and HP of 225. With its current moveset, it won't make much of a mark as a fire type attacker, but it will be a decent budget bug type. Some somewhere similar to where Scizor is currently ranked at around 17th best. Not only that, but it will also have a Gigantamax form coming at some point in the future, which will be a strong fire type attacker for max battles. And regarding Go Battle League, it doesn't seem like Center Scorch will see much play with its current moveset, but it might get access to different moves in the future that could help it out. Heracross will be available from paid timed research, and not only is this Pokemon meta relevant, but it is also a regional Pokemon that is usually exclusive to South America and some southern parts of North America, including South Texas and Florida. So this will be a great time to get it for the decks if you haven't done so before. But if you are a free-to-play player or you just don't want to spend the money on the ticket, I wouldn't worry too much because you will be able to get Heracross globally when Mega Heracross eventually comes back to Mega Raids. And speaking of Mega Heracross, it is actually the best bug type attacker in the game currently, so it's definitely worth trying to get a decent Heracross when you can. You can also get an encounter with Shedinja, which doesn't really have any meta relevance, but it's not often featured in events, and it's not a Pokemon you can obtain in the wild, so generally research is the only way you can get it. So make sure you complete the timed research during this event to get this Pokemon for the decks if you haven't got it yet. For max battles, it could be worth picking up Max Charmander if you need candy for G-Max Charizard if you've got it. And whilst not confirmed by Niantic, but data miners have actually found code that seems to point towards remote max battles coming at some point in the future, but as it's just a data mine and not confirmed by Niantic, I would take it with a pinch of salt because it might not necessarily happen and it might change. But if it does come to the game, Pokemon like G-Max Charizard will be a lot more accessible, so getting the candy in now for Charizard could be a good idea for when you eventually get one, especially as you do need a lot of candy in Candy XL to power up a Pokemon and its max moves. Outside of max battles, Mega Charizard Y is also the best fire type attacker, so a very useful Pokemon to have. And Max Chansey is worth picking up because Max Blissey is the best healer in the game with its very high HP stat, because Max Spirit does heal an amount that is a percentage of the user's HP, meaning the bigger the HP, the bigger the heal. You will only want to use this Pokemon during the max phase though, so it doesn't take any damage. For Heatran, it's the 10th best fire type attacker with Fire Spin and Magma Storm, and it's ranked 44 in the Master League. And if you do want to use an Elite Charge TM to get Magma Storm, I would recommend doing so on a Shadow Heatran if you've got one, because it is the 3rd best fire type overall. Mega Pinsir also has relevance because it's the 2nd best bug type attacker, second only to Mega Heracross. So worth picking this one up if you haven't got access to Mega Heracross yet. But what are the best counters for these raid bosses? So for Heatran, it's got a raid TP of 49,192, and the 100% IVs are 2145 and 2681 boosted in sunny and snowy weather. It's a fire and steel type, therefore it is weak to fighting, water, and it has a double weakness to ground type attacks. The best counters are Primal Groudon, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, Landorus in its Therian form, Shadow Rhyperior, Groudon, Mega Swampert, Shadow Excadrill, and Garchomp. And for budget counters which are generally easier to obtain and to power up, I would recommend Garchomp, Rhyperior, Excadrill, Rhydon, Mamoswine, and Golurk. This raid can be soloed, but it is a tough solo, so unless you have some of the best counters maxed out and have weather on your side, I would recommend a second trainer and partying up to use party power. For Mega Pinsir, it does have a raid TP of 47,614, and the 100% IVs are 1690 and 2113 boosted in rainy weather. Mega Pinsir is a bug and flying type, and therefore it is weak to flying, fire, electric, ice, and it has a double weakness to rock type attacks. The best counters are Mega Diancie, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Aerodactyl, Shadow Rhyperior, Mega Tyranitar, Shadow Rampardos, Shadow Gigalith, Tyrantrum, Shadow Aerodactyl, and Terrakion. And for budget counters, I would recommend Tyrantrum, Rhyperior, Gigalith, Rampardos, Aerodactyl, and Archeops. Again, this is soloable with the best counters at high levels, but another trainer will be helpful, especially if you party up. And to power up the Pokemon you choose to focus on during this event, you will want candy for them. And as I mentioned before, this event is a great opportunity to get a lot of candy. So as I mentioned, catching with nice throws will get you 4 candy, great will get you 5, and excellent throws will give you 6. And regular pinups will double this on top of it, and silver pinups will increase by 2.34 times. Not only that, but you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with the Pokemon you're catching to increase the amount of candy, Candy XL, and XP you get per catch. And as this is a bug focused event, a bug type will be the best type to Mega Evolve. So for this, you could Mega Evolve Pinsir, which is in raids during the time of this event, so if you haven't got access to a bug type Mega, then you could raid this one to get that. You could also Mega Evolve Beedrill, Scizor, Heracross, or you can revert Kyogre, because Primal Kyogre imitates the rainy weather boost, which boosts water, bug, and electric types. And remember to Mega Evolve a Pokemon that is at the max Mega level if you can, to get more candy, XP, and chance for Candy XL. With all of the bug types spawning, it's a great chance to work on your Platinum Bug Catcher medal as well. And trading can also also get you extra candy depending on the distance between the two Pokemon traded. 10 kilometers or below will get you 1 candy and a 10% chance for Candy XL. Between 10 kilometers and 99.9 kilometers, you'll get 2 candy and a 25% chance for Candy XL. And if the distance is over 100 kilometers, you'll get 3 candy and a guaranteed Candy XL. And remember, you do get a guaranteed Candy XL per trade this season because of the seasonal bonus. So it's a good time to be trading and working on your Platinum Gentleman and Pilot medals. Worth noting though, this guaranteed XL candy you get from trades this season does overwrite the one that you can get from regular trading, so you won't be able to get 2 from one trade, you can only receive 1. So if you have Pokemon caught from far away, like if you've been traveling or if you've been on holiday recently, I would probably hold on to them and trade them next season if you've got the storage to do so. And if you're going to raid any of the 5-star raid bosses, I would recommend doing so during their raid hour, because you will get a guaranteed rare Candy XL for each raid completed during raid hour. And if you didn't know, Rare Candy XL can be turned into XL Candy for any Pokemon of your choice, so a very important item to have, and this is probably the most accessible it's been in the game so far. So it's well worth doing 5-star raids during Raid Hour this season, and this will help you with your Platinum Rising Star and Battle Legend medals. You will also get more candy by increasing the amount of Pokemon you catch in a given time. So methods like quick catching, having catch assist from your buddy Pokemon, and utilizing Origin Palkia's Spatial Rend Adventure effect to increase encounter radius can all help you get more catches. Also, lure modules are worth using during this event because you'll get more Sizzlipede encounters, so you can evolve it for the dex. And if you use them in more populated areas, you do have a better chance of proccing increased spawns from the lure module. And not only can you get more candy during this event, but you can get more XP as well. Similar to the candy bonus, you do get 2 times XP when catching with nice throws or better. This can be further improved to 4 times catch XP if you use a lucky egg, so you will be able to get over 4,000 XP per catch if you catch with an excellent throw. If you don't have many lucky eggs though, you could hold on to them for a 3 times catch XP community day, where you will be able to get even more value out of them. You can also enter Pokestop showcases to get a bit of extra XP and Stardust, and if you happen to win, you can get premium items like lucky eggs and star pieces to further increase XP and Stardust in the future. And if you win, it'll help you progress your showcase's star medal. With that said though, if you did enjoy this video, then I recommend checking out this video on the screen now, where I go through the best Pokemon to power up for each type.